Good morning, everyone. My name is Samantha Saunders. I have my principal, Colleen McFarland, here with us. We are a first-year community school, and as a community school in Anne Arundel County, our mission is to collaborate closely with families, community members, and students to enrich our school environment and foster those optimal conditions for student learning. We value and seek input from parents and families, and we recognize their essential role in shaping our programming. So if you look at our infographic, we're going to start with the first picture, which shows attendance and academic enrichment. And I'll start with attendance. In the 23-24 school year, our chronic absenteeism student percentage has decreased this time as compared to this time last year by a little over 8%. We've partnered with Helping Hands of America, Toys for Tots, and Safeway to provide incentives for students. We do have plans to continue to create both individual goals and class goals, incentive field trips, all around attendance moving forward next school year. And we are going to spend a particular time working with our pre-K and K students and families. As we know, research supports the focusing on those early learners is key. If we're able to get those students on track, they'll be able to come into those primary grades meeting kindergarten readiness. And we know that in future grades, if they continue to have that chronic absenteeism, they'll need a reading intervention by grade 3. So we're really trying to put supports in place for our earliest learners. I'll move on over in that same graphic. There's under the 212 academic enrichment, 212 students participated in 11 clubs offered this school year. We had a great deal of partnerships that made this all happen. I'll first start with our STEP Club. We partnered with Community Transitions, and they were able to offer us a no-cost contract, 8-week programming for STEP Club, and our girls are just taking it and running with it. We actually asked them to come back to do a second session, and they happily made it happen. So we were also granted with we were also given funds from the community school grant, and we were able to provide soccer, kindness, culture, and art clubs. That grant was funded also by the Office of Academic Supports and Enhanced Programming. So we just really want to thank them because our students really showed up and really enjoyed all of the programming. We did partner with our co-curricular office and offered Chess and 24 Club. But again, that community school grant allowed those extended day programs to last about 8 to 16 weeks longer than they traditionally do. And we have, more specifically in our 24 Club, one of our fourth graders, or 2 fourth graders placed first. I'm saying that wrong. 2 of our third graders placed first and fourth in the 24 Club competition this year. And the teachers were really happy about the extended time that they had to practice leading up to competition, so that, usually they have to stop when the funds run out, but this grant allowed them to continue to practice all the way up to competition. Moving on to the bottom of that same academic enrichment. So this pertains to our family engagement and student success. 68% of students who attended at least one event are on track to meet our annual growth in Math iReady diagnostic, and 71% of students who attended at least one event are on track to meeting typical growth in reading. Thank you to our Title I office for providing that data point. This really just shows the importance of parent and family engagement. We are working on bringing more families in. Just one event made such a huge impact. And then I'll move over to our 2+ generational supports. So as a first-year community school, we offered and partnered with AACC and provided English basic skills classes. We had 17 students sign up, but 16 were able to complete the course with a 94% attendance rate. They all were very excited about the opportunity, couldn't wait for more. classes to start. They wanted to kind of work in the summer. I'm like, well, we have to take a little break. So, and one thing I'll note about that 2+ generation support, a lot of our Hispanic families who attended um, build relationships with each other. They held each other accountable. You know, one person would drive everyone and they'd carpool. One person would absolutely bring all the books. And so they were responsible for being there and showing up with the materials. And so the relationships that flourished during those 8 weeks were fantastic and amazing to see and be a part of. I'll move into our early childhood. We had a flexible finger event with our earliest learners, our pre-K students, and we invited our partners with BWNC. We had a car seat technician come on in and talk to our families about the importance of car seats. She was actually giving away a number of them. And we also had Anne Arundel Police Department come by to talk about the law behind proper car seats and car safety. At that same event, we had Glen Burnie Public Library, one of our big partners, remove the childcare barriers so families could really focus on the social emotional content that the teachers presented, and also this, safety, the rules around car seat safety from the other partners. We started this year and we'll continue it moving into next year, our Rising Tigers event. And we have invited 3 and 4-year-olds to school, and they're really excited. We pushed that social emotional, getting families ready for kindergarten. That K readiness is so important. We have partnered again with our Title I office, who they're able to provide the early literacy and the early math skills to keep the students engaged and familiarize them with some of the content coming up. Last 2 points we have a partnership with Anne Arundel Parks and Recreation. They provide approximately 25 families after school programming daily. And we know that helps families quite a bit get to work and work longer hours. And then this school year, we're offering a summer fun center, which is going to be able to provide 30 to 60 families 1 or 2 weeks of summer programming for free. And we know how important that is in the summertime as schedules change. Underneath the next social, emotional, and behavioral health band, I did want to share a story here about a TSA that we have at our school, who sought me out the first couple of weeks of school. Actually, our principal, Ms. McFarland, said, go talk to Sam. And she just shared her passion and her vision and her concern for about 15 to 16 fourth grade students at the time, but this school year, they're fifth graders. So we decided to put together a little bit of provide this relaxed setting and offer a lunch bunch with the girls. Our activities included anything from creating a vision board, crafts, painting, journaling. We really focused on team building activities and talked more about the commonalities that they have rather than the differences. The girls have flourished. We have relationships with the teachers to make sure that they're doing what they need to do so that they can stay in the club and be successful. But that hasn't been too much of an issue this year. They really look forward to our times together. Last but not least, we have our physical health pillar. And as a cluster, we offered quite a few classes once a month to our families. Our data show that our families were interested in exercise classes. So we partnered with community members, AACPS employees, Glen Burnie Public Library, again, were our biggest partners, and offered salsa class, yoga. We did line dancing, Zumba. It was a lot of fun for all of us. But those were our Saturday mornings. Our numbers don't show currently the excitement in the room. So we have to work a little bit more to get some more families out. This year we did our dental sealant program. 41% of our students participated. So we have our baseline data there, and we're looking forward to surpassing that goal next school year. We have a partnership with Grace Point Community Church of Nazarene, and they do our weekend backpack program for about 27 students. Our most successful physical health partnership is with SNAP Education. Our virtual cooking classes were a hit at Glen Burnie Park. Thank you to our partners at Wegmans, Walmart, Annapolis, Food Pantry, ACAN. They were all responsible for making this happen. Very little funds were taken from the community school, and we were able to provide fresh fruits, produce, and vegetables for our families. At Glen Burnie Park, we nurture our thriving school community, and we aim to ensure that all students at we call it GBPE, still learning it. We have the opportunity to flourish and reach their full potential, and we're excited about the prospect of expanding our offerings and continuing to serve our community with excellence. Thank you so much.
That was wonderful, Ms. Saunders. Thank you very much. And I do know Ms. McFarland is on the call as well. Just some really great work. Once again, a first year community school, and there's some love there from your regional assistant superintendent, Ms. Lighthoff, as well in the chat box there. So awesome work.